Alright guys, welcome back to LJ Reactions. Again, I'm your host, James. So we're going to break down SummerSlam, preview and predictions for SummerSlam, and also NXT Brooklyn 3. Preview and predictions, so let's get right into this card, people. Obviously, I think the last 3 years, guys, involving SummerSlam and NXT, I mean, the last 3 years, totally I've been more hyped for NXT Brooklyn, each event. Including like last year's we had with Orton and Brock Lesnar was the first time ever dream match. That was the main headliner for SummerSlam last year. We had Cena and AJ Styles last year, but it wasn't like that many matches you're like, man, this is better than NXT. Because NXT can have 4 or 5 matches, but every single one of those matches have meaning behind it. Whereas on the main roster like this year, I mean, besides the main event for the title, Lesnar, Strowman, Joe, Reigns, and then we can say the tag team title for Raw, Ambrose and Rollins against Cesaro and Sheamus, but besides those really 2 matches on there, is there any other match that you're like fully invested in watching that has meaning behind it? It's not just thrown together 2 weeks of build, you know, like Cena and Corbin and Orton and Rusev, and you can say Balor and Wyatt just thrown together out of random blue skies. No meaning behind it whatsoever. Just thrown together. You're fighting because of no reason. You're just fighting because we need you. Hey, we need you to fill time on the card. Here, I'm going to throw you out there. You know what I mean? NXT, every single match I'm literally going to name off here. Besides, you could say besides Johnny Gargano against Andreas Cience. That's probably the only match on this card that has like, that's like, okay, thrown together 2 weeks of build. Besides that, every single match on there has meaning behind it. That's why NXT is so easy to get behind. That's why it's so easy to watch. I mean, it's not hard to... You know what's going on in NXT. You know what's going on in NXT. Whereas on the main roster, you're just thrown together just to be thrown together. So guys, I mean, get something to drink. Get down your pen and paper if you want to jot down my predictions. And I'm telling you the real reasons who's going to win and why. Get some popcorn, get whatever you want. So it'll be a long video. So let's go ahead and start off with Gargano against Andrade Cience. We all know what happened at the last takeover event, Takeover Orlando. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, they broke up. They were supposed to be going against each other here on NXT Brooklyn, but as you all know, Tommaso Ciampa, and I think he injured his foot, I believe. Like he broke his foot, one of the two, injured, broke his foot. He's out for a couple of months. We know that. So they're going to give Johnny Gargano here a push here to see what he can do on by himself in the spotlight by himself here against Andrade Cience, which now has a manager, which all know is Austin Aries. I believe girlfriend or wife. I believe it's his wife. That's who it is. Either way, it's Austin Aries' woman is going to be managing Andrade Cience here. So I'm going to go with it's hard not to go with Johnny Gargano, but it's just Cience has not had any big time wins on any NXT show. I think he might have won a match at NXT Orlando, I believe, against No Way Jose, but he's not had no real push on his own. So you know what? Establish a new manager in NXT. You gotta get a big win here. So I'm gonna go with Cience here. Maybe Tommaso Ciampa maybe distracts Johnny Gargano. Maybe he appears on screen or something. But I don't think Johnny Gargano's going to win here. I think, you know what, give him a little time to mature on his own by himself. He gets some reason for fans to care about Johnny Gargano having some trouble. It's not just be out there just winning every match. You know what real story is behind it. So I'm going to go with Cience here to beat Johnny Gargano. And it'll probably be a great match. I think it's going to open the card. Now, the next match here, which you guys know if you watch my NXT live reactions, Aleister Black, man, to me, that is the man right now, the future of NXT. Oh, before we move on here, Adam Cole, baby, has signed with NXT, so I expect to see a sighting him in the crowd this week in Brooklyn. He'll be on the card. He'll be on the show. So, Aleister Black here against Hideo Itami. So, pretty much the story behind this was, if you watched the NXT last couple weeks, Hideo Itami and, what's the dude's name? I forgot his name. Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami were teaming together couple weeks, and then they lost to Sanity in a match. So the following week, Hideo Itami and Cassius Ohno had a match 2 weeks ago in NXT. It was a pretty good match. Hideo Itami ended up getting DQ'd, ended up disqualifying himself, kicking Cassius Ohno. This is so hard not to call him Chris Hero, man. It's just hard not to call him Chris Hero. He ended up kicking him in the groin area, got himself disqualified, and I believe Cassius Ohno is out with an injury. That's why they're not fighting here on NXT Brooklyn. So pretty much the following week, Hideo Itami pretty much came out to the ring and said he deserves more respect. And then Aleister Black, out of the blue, just came down the ring. Hideo Itami says, "You're just going to interrupt me," and boom, kicked him right in the face. So Hideo Itami, Aleister Black are having a match at NXT Brooklyn. See, at least it's some meaning, some reason behind it why they're fighting. See what I mean? It's not the biggest reason, but it's a reason why they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? So Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami. To me, honestly, this is going to be the sleeper match. I think this could be the match of the night. We know they're both hard-hitting freaking guys. Going to go out there, tear the freaking house down. And here, again, another issue I just said the previous match. Hideo Itami's not really had no big wins. I mean, he did have an opportunity against Bobby Roode at NXT Brooklyn. It was a great match they had. I thought Hideo Itami was going to freaking win that match, to be honest with you. But Hideo Itami against Aleister Black. I'm going with Aleister Black here. I think he's the future NXT, and the future NXT needs to be pushed. And I think he's going to have a great match, probably the match of the night against Hideo Itami. Now we move on here to the Authors of Pain against Sanity. Now, as we all know, the past couple NXT Brooklyn's, the tag team matches, whoever it's been to be, either to be is DIY against the Revival, either it's freaking, they're broke up now. Either it was American Alpha against the Revival or American Alpha against Enzo and Cass. I mean, they've been having match of the nights every time NXT Brooklyn. Besides the first one, because Sasha Banks vs. Bayley, to me, was freaking the match of the night at NXT Brooklyn, the original one. So, I'm going to go here with... It's tough. It's tough here. Sandy's been pretty good, but I'm going to go with Authors of Pain. I don't think Authors of Pain are going to get called up to the main roster no time soon, so I take the belts off Authors of Pain. They'll not be called up anytime soon to the main roster. I could see this match being maybe a no DQ finish, or Authors of Pain just pretty much just beat Sanity clean. 1, 2, 3. Either way here, I'm going Authors of Pain. Now on to the next match. Asuka versus Ember Moon. Now, if you guys go back to NXT Orlando, Asuka did cheat to beat Ember Moon. That's the only time in Asuka's whole career she had to cheat to beat anybody. Where it be she's beaten Nikki Cross in a freaking Last Woman Standing match, where she's beaten Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, and Billie Kay all together in a Fatal 4-Way. She's overcame everybody clean, except for Ember Moon. Great storytelling. Again, see, great storytelling. As you can see, Asuka has not struggled to beat any woman on Bayley, Nia Jax. She's beaten all those women clean, except for Ember Moon, the only person that's given her trouble. Now, here, I believe I'm going to go with Asuka. As the reason I'm going to go with Asuka over Ember Moon is because I think Asuka should be undefeated. Again, if you watch my NXT reviews or my live reactions, you know I believe Asuka should not be beaten by anybody. I think she should just relinquish the belt and move it to the main roster. Whenever she sees her fix, she says, "You know what? I've beaten everybody you've thrown to me. Whether it be Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Bayley. I've beaten all the women you've thrown my way. Now it's my time to go test my skills on the main roster." Man, she goes to Raw or she goes to SmackDown, which I probably think she should go to SmackDown because I want to see Charlotte versus Asuka at WrestleMania. I think they could put on a great match, and that's what I believe should happen. So that's why I'm giving Ember Moon this loss here. What would Ember Moon do next? Since Asuka's beaten her twice, what would Ember Moon do next? Well, we know she's not going to be, spoilers, she's not going to be in the Mae Young Classic, so what would you do with Ember Moon? That's tough for me to tell you guys what you should do with Ember Moon. I don't know. I just believe Asuka should retain the belt and continue to go on as the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion and should stay undefeated. I'm sorry, guys. I know I love Ember Moon too, but I just like Asuka more. It's no personal feelings here. I just believe Asuka should be Ember Moon, and that's my opinion. We'll see what happens. If Ember Moon wins, I would be pissed though because I believe Asuka should stay undefeated. Should have some reason that why Asuka should have some reason to go up to the main roster. Not just to go up to the main roster, go up to the main roster. As you guys can see what happened with Ty Dillinger, right? What has he done since he's been promoted? Apollo Crews, what has he done since he's been promoted? You gotta have some reason behind these people. You gotta have a plan for these people. Because it's honest, if you move Asuka up to the main roster and she's lost to Ember Moon, what would be your plan for Asuka? If she stays undefeated and moves up to the main roster, you know, oh shit, this woman's undefeated from NXT. We can just have her lose to some random person on Monday Night Raw. SmackDown, you see, gotta have a reason for it. So I'm going with Asuka to retain her belt here. Now for the main event. Now tonight's NXT, we all know not Bobby Roode, it's Drew McIntyre versus Roderick Strong. If Roderick Strong beats Drew McIntyre, he gets a future shot at it, where it's either Bobby Roode or Drew McIntyre after NXT Brooklyn. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre is going to beat Roderick Strong tonight on NXT this week. So if Roderick Strong is out of the picture, Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Roode is going to be a one-on-one match. No interference, no way, no how. And don't forget, Adam Cole, I think, will be in the crowd since he is signed with NXT. Could Adam Cole possibly cost Bobby Roode the belt? I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to go with Bobby Roode beats Drew McIntyre here clean. And then we're going to go into an Adam Cole versus Bobby Roode feud. I think the next TakeOver is TakeOver Survivor Series, I believe. So I think we're going to see Bobby Roode versus Adam Cole, baby, at NXT Survivor Series weekend. That's going to be the main event for that TakeOver. So as you guys want to know my picks again, I'm going with Andrade CS to beat Johnny Gargano. I'm going Aleister Black to beat Hideo Itami. I'm going with Authors of Pain to beat Sanity, and I'm going with Asuka to beat Ember Moon, and I'm going with Bobby Roode to beat Drew McIntyre. That's my thoughts on NXT. I think it's going to be a great show. As always, it's going to be better than SummerSlam, as the past 4 years has been better than SummerSlam every single time. So I'm going with Aleister Black and Hideo Itami to be the match of the night, and all the champions are going to retain their belts. So we're going to see sided from Adam Cole, baby, face-to-face with Bobby Roode to close out NXT Brooklyn, to lead us into SummerSlam. Now, guys, to go into SummerSlam, the build for SummerSlam has been, besides, again, like I said, 2 matches. Besides the main event, Joe, Lesnar, Strowman, Reigns, Ambrose, Rollins tag team match. If you want to throw AJ and Kevin Owens just to throw it in there, those are the only 3 matches that I have any complete interest in watching, actually care to watch, have a reason for me to watch the match. Those only 3 matches. I mean, if you want to throw Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks, because just to throw it in there, it should have been the match from the beginning. We should not have had Bayley anyways. Whatever. I'll get into that when I touch that match. So as far as the NXT as far as SummerSlam, the match card. Let's pull up this match card right here, guys. I know off the top of my head, but I just want to pull and make sure WWE's not added any extra matches. You know these guys are toned to add matches, just to add matches to the show. So let's check out this card real quick. All right. So as far as the pre-show, I think we're going to see Neville face Akira Tozawa in a rematch. That's going to be in the pre-show. As anything else I think is going to be in the pre-show. Maybe might see Dillinger and Zayn go against, what's the firm Miller on the Vaudevillains? Shoot. What's the dude from the Vaudevillains? You guys know who I'm talking about, the dude from the Vaudevillains, and probably... Who else is Ty Dillinger feuding with? They'll find somebody else. Hell, they got somebody else on SmackDown they can throw in there to be his tag team partner. So we'll probably see those 2 matches on the pre-show. That's my take on it, guys. That'll be the only matches on the pre-show. I'm thinking Neville will probably win back his belt, because you know how WWE is with their 50-50 booking. So I think Neville's going to beat Akira Tozawa on the pre-show. So now let's move into this freaking main card here, guys. So what do we want to touch on first? What match do we want to touch on first? Okay, how about we touch on this match first? Since it's fresh in our mind after WWE just freaking ruined Baron Corbin, as you guys know, I did put that. If you want to check the link to the video, it's on the channel. I just did my thoughts on Baron Corbin cash and fail and what's going to do for Baron Corbin's career, so you guys can see that. It's going to be right there. Why didn't I put this right? Did not put this pull us up right? Did they pull us up right? Okay, they did. But pull it up right. All right. Baron Corbin versus John Cena. We're going to touch on that first because it's fresh on my mind from last night's SmackDown. As we all know, Baron Corbin cashed in his Money in the Bank last night on SmackDown, and he lost his Money in the Bank contract. And we all know John Cena is going to be filming Bumblebee. He is going to be taking over Mark Wahlberg's spot as Bumblebee's dude sidekick in the movie, which is going to come out in 28. I think it's 2018 or 2019, whatever. One of the 2 dates is going to come out. So, and we all know John Cena is a free agent, and he's going to be moving to Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam. So, in my mind, the right thing to do is to have Baron Corbin win this match because he just lost his Money in the Bank contract, guys. I mean, what else is to do with Baron Corbin? If you're going to have him lose to John Cena, he's pretty much screwed now. And John Cena's moving to Monday Night Raw. But here, knowing Vince McMahon's thoughts, we all know it. John Cena's moving to Monday Night Raw. I cannot have him move to Monday Night Raw without having a big win at SummerSlam. Because remember, like I said, guys, in the video for Baron Corbin, he's lost last year to AJ Styles. He lost the year before to Seth Rollins. I believe the year before was Seth Rollins he lost to. The year before that, he lost to Brock Lesnar. The year before that, he lost to Daniel Bryan. The year before that, he lost to CM Punk and Big Show. So the last 4 years, John Cena's not had a win at SummerSlam. Once we give John Cena flack for not putting people over, he's lost the last 4 years at SummerSlam. So are you going to make it number 5? 5 years in a row, John Cena's going to lose at SummerSlam? Could you do that to John Cena? Knowing Vince McMahon, I'm going with John Cena, guys. I know it's tough to say it, but they're going to have to do something with Baron Corbin. And whatever, man. The next pay-per-view is, I believe, for SmackDown is Clash of Champions. Could you throw Baron Corbin against, who's the U.S. champion right now? AJ Styles? I mean, have him beat AJ Styles. I mean, then move AJ Styles out of the U.S. title picture and have him get ready for the Royal Rumble. I mean, you could do that. So I'm going to go with John Cena beating Baron Corbin, guys. All right. Since we're sticking to SmackDown, let's stick to SmackDown. Randy Orton versus Rusev. As you guys know, I just told you about NXT. Having a meaning for a match. Randy Orton versus Rusev. Plain example, just thrown together 2 weeks ago. Just thrown together. Just to have Randy Orton on the card against Rusev. I mean, I'm going to Rusev. I mean, you need to build up new people. Randy Orton's had his time in the moment at SummerSlam. I'm going to Rusev to beat Randy Orton. Now, let's get this match out the way because, honestly, I don't care for this match whatsoever. This is Big Show versus Big Cass. Enzo is going to be above the ring in a shark cage. Bathroom break for this show. When we're doing live stream, guys, I'll be telling you I'm going to get something to eat or I'm going to get something to drink while this match is going on. I really don't care for it whatsoever. Now, the past week on Raw, we know Big Show did get his hand broken. So, at least that's an obstacle for the Big Show to overcome in the match. His hand is broken. He can't use his knockout punch to beat Big Cass. You know what I really would do here, guys? Just to do it because you need to do it. I mean, this feud, Big Cass is not getting over. And Enzo is not getting over. Sorry, guys, this is my brother texting me. So, I would have Big Cass, I would have Enzo turn on the Big Show. Why the freak not? Make Enzo and Cass a heel tag team. You need more tag teams in WWE. Right now, the Revival are out. As we all know that, guys. Revival, Scott Dawson, I believe, is out for about 4 months. You need more tag teams. Why not turn Enzo and Big Cass a heel tag team? I know right now in Raw, you only have the Hardys, I believe, are the only face tag teams. Well, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are not a tag team. So you need more tag teams. What the heck of it? Who cares about the Big Show and who cares about Big Cass and who cares about Enzo? Either A, you make them a tag team, a heel tag team, or you don't. Which I think Big Cass is going to win this match here. And what are you going to do with Enzo? I don't know from there on, guys. I don't know. So I'm going with Big Cass. So as right now, I got Big Cass beating Big Show, Rusev beating Randy Orton, John Cena beating Baron Corbin. All right, let's go on here to this next match here. The Raw Tag Team Championships. One match I am excited to see. Now, this storyline here is progressed, guys. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. As we know here, Seth Rollins, since beating Triple H at WrestleMania, has pretty much done absolutely 100% absolutely nothing on Raw. I mean, he's done nothing on Raw. And Dean Ambrose, since WrestleMania and being moved over to Raw, has lost to The Miz, and lost to The Miz, and lost to The Miz, and lost to The Miz. He has done nothing else. So, WWE back there saying, Wow, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins have surely done absolutely nothing. You know what would be a great idea, Kevin Dunn? Let's throw them together as a tag team. That'll make the fans want to see them. It's a great idea, Vince. That's probably what they did, but I actually like the idea. So, as we know, Rollins and Ambrose have been beaten up each week, the past couple weeks on Raw, by Cesaro and Sheamus, to the point where Ambrose and Rollins had to come back together to join the team to beat these two guys. And it's great storytelling, but we all know down the line Ambrose is going to turn on Rollins. We just don't know when, but it's going to happen. So I'm going to go with, you know what? I'm going to go with Dean and Seth here to beat Sheamus and Cesaro. I think it's time to freshen up the tag team division. It's time to freshen up the belts, to give them with somebody importance, to have value bring back to the tag team titles, since the Hardys have lost them. So I'm going to go with Ambrose and Rollins to beat Sheamus and Cesaro in a good match. Speaking of tag teams, the best tag team in WWE right now are, not the New Day, is the Usos. The Usos have, since turning heel, getting the new gimmick, getting the new look, have been fantastic on SmackDown. So, to me, I thought the Usos should have kept the belt at Battleground. They should have lost the belts whatsoever. But, you know, Vince, merchandise, that's what he cares about. So, I'm going to go with the Usos to beat the New Day. I think they're going to cheat to get the belts back. And the next pay-per-view is Clash of Champions. Maybe a little crappy finish. Goes to Hell in a Cell. Maybe the New Day versus Usos in Hell in a Cell. That'll be a good match. Good booking. This is my opinion. I'm going to go with the Usos to beat the New Day. Alright, guys. On to the SmackDown women's match. Naomi versus Natalya. Hold on, guys. Naomi versus Natalya. Oh, my brother. Alright, it's going to phase in, guys. My brother just called me. He messed up my total breakdown of Naomi versus Natalya. As far as Naomi versus Natalya, guys, I really don't care. I really don't. It's not against Naomi or Natalya. They're both great women's wrestlers. It's just that Natalya, what? Look at this. Out of the random blue. The past 5 years, guys, you let me know down below. What has Natalya done the past 5 years? That's right. 0. As far as Naomi as women's champion, you could have put her against Charlotte. You could have put her against Becky Lynch. One of them two would have gave me some meaning to watch this match. I'm going to go with, you know what, for the heck of it, just because Natalya has not won a title since she's been in WWE, I'm going with Natalya to beat Naomi. Will Carmella cash in? No, she will not cash in at SummerSlam. If she does, more power to her. I'm going to go with Natalya to beat Naomi, just because I think Natalya's earned it, man. I mean, Naomi's had the belt for a couple months. I mean, Natalya's not won a title since she's been in WWE, and she's been there since what? WrestleMania 25? I mean, give her an opportunity. Heck, just give her a month run. Whatever. I'm going with Natalya to beat Naomi. On to the Raw Women's Championship match here. Let's break this down for you guys. Sasha Banks lost to Bayley. Hold up. First of all, let's go back to the pay-per-view. What was the Raw pay-per-view? It was Great Balls of Fire. Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks were having a great-ass match. Alexa Bliss lost the match by a countout. So, me thinking to me, wow, Alexa Bliss just lost the match by a countout. Surely Sasha Banks will get her rematch at SummerSlam. She don't have to go through no hoops, no whatsoever. It's fair, right? No. Hey, Kurt Angle, I think I should get a rematch against Alexa Bliss. Yes, you should, Sasha. Oh, hold up. Here comes Bayley. Mr. Angle, I believe I should get a rematch against Alexa Bliss. For what reason? You lost 2 pay-per-view matches in a row to Alexa Bliss. Now, out of the blue, you want a shot against Alexa Bliss, when Sasha has the right to get a rematch because she won by countout. Fair and square. No, let's have Bayley versus Sasha Banks one-on-one match for to determine the #1 contender on Raw. Bayley beats Sasha Banks. I would have not going to care for this match whatsoever if it was Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. So, listen here. I don't wish no ill will to anybody, whether it be injuries or whatever you're having to your family. Bayley getting injured was a blessing in disguise, because you saw in Toronto, the crowd gave 0, as my man JD would say, 0. They cared 0 for Bayley because they created a team on Raw. have ruined Bayley since she's been in the main roster. They've messed her up every opportunity they could. They messed her up completely. So Bayley being injured, hey, may be a blessing in disguise for her. So I'm going to go, as far as this match, Sasha beat Nia Jax this week on Raw to get her rematch, which she should have had automatically against Alexa Bliss. And you know what? Here I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks, even though I do love Alexa Bliss. I think the storyline going forward is going to be Sasha Banks versus Bayley going to WrestleMania. And you know what? To make me care about that match, we got what? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. You have 7 months, that'll be. You have 7 months to make me care to watch Bayley versus Sasha Banks. And you can start making me care at SummerSlam, having Sasha Banks beat Alexa Bliss. You've got 7 months to do it. I'm going with Sasha Banks to beat Alexa Bliss. And I think it's going to be the best one match on the card. It's going to be better than Naomi versus Natalya. So I'm going with Sasha Banks. Now, moving on to one of my favorite superstars, being Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Down below, people in the comics, why is Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt, why are they fighting? What's the storyline behind it? What's the reason to them fighting? It's just that, you know what? Hey, Vince. Yeah, Kevin Dunn. What do we have for Finn Balor at SummerSlam? Vince, we have nothing for Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Done. What do we have for Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam? Vince, we have nothing. You know what? Just throw Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam. Just throw them together. Alright, Vince, that's a great idea. That's what they did. There's no story behind Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt fighting whatsoever. As we know on Raw, Bray Wyatt pretty much is going to bring out the demon and Finn Balor at SummerSlam. So, I have nothing else to add to this match. Bray Wyatt beat Finn Balor on Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor's going to be the demon at SummerSlam. We know what's going to happen. Finn Balor's going to beat Bray Wyatt as a demon. Let's move on, guys. On to Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Shane McMahon is the special guest referee here. Now, the story behind this, guys, is AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. AJ Styles did beat Kevin Owens at a house show in Madison Square Garden about a month ago. Okay, so the following pay-per-view, which was Battleground, Kevin Owens beat AJ Styles by a screwy finish. So, the next night on SmackDown, it was AJ versus Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, which is now back on tour with Fozzy. That's why he's not fighting at SummerSlam. AJ Styles beat Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho to win back the U.S. Championship. The following week on SmackDown, AJ Styles beat Kevin Owens by a screwy finish. You're going to call referee not seeing Kevin Owens shoulder up. That's what happened. The following hour on SmackDown, Kevin Owens pretty much told Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, do something. You gave me a crap referee. He didn't see my shoulder was up. Do something about it. So Daniel Bryan has appointed Shane McMahon to be the guest referee at SummerSlam to make sure the match ends in a fair situation. Which we all know that's not going to happen, guys. If you guys have read the dirt sheets, you know that Vince McMahon right now's team is targeting a Team Owens versus Team McMahon to be the main event as far as the Survivor Series tradition at Survivor Series. And we all know the following pay-per-view before Survivor Series in October is going to be Hell in a Cell, which I think is going to be Owens versus McMahon Hell in a Cell. And then in the Survivor Series, the whole feud will blow off. So I'm going to go with AJ Styles beating Kevin Owens, where it be a screwy finish or a straight victory. However they get to Owens versus McMahon, they'll get to it. I'm going with AJ Styles to beat Kevin Owens here, people. Now, let's move on to the last two matches here on SummerSlam. Jinder, the Maharaja Mahal, versus, as they call him, the artist Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, as you guys all know, I'm opposed to this match. I don't think this match should be happening. As you guys know down below, if you watched my recent pay-per-view live streams, you all know, I wanted Nakamura versus John Cena to be here at SummerSlam. That was my opinions. That's what I wanted. I wanted Randy Orton to face AJ Styles for the belt. So you guys know I wanted Jinder Mahal to lose the belt at the Battleground pay-per-view or even the pay-per-view before. I wanted Orton to have the belt back. That's all I wanted. I wanted Orton to go one-on-one with AJ Styles here at SummerSlam, and I wanted Nakamura to face John Cena. That's what I thought would have been better than what we got here right now. Whatever, we're going to take it. So, Jinder Mahal as the WWE champion, in my honest opinion, I don't care. I don't care. He has no. He's not getting the heel heat that you would is good heat. It's just the heat of, as they had for Eve Marie, get off my screen type of heat. That's the type of heat Jinder Mahal is giving to me. It's the type of heat I don't care to see you. You suck as a wrestler. No offense, Jinder Mahal, if you're watching this. You're not WWE Championship material. As you're looking at WWE Champion, look at AJ Styles. He's a great wrestler. He's a great performer. He brings prestige to the title. Jinder Mahal does not. He's not a great wrestler. He's not a great performer. He doesn't bring prestige to the title. He doesn't. I'm sorry for all you Jinder Mahal fans out there. That's my opinion. Now, Shinsuke Nakamura here, I think it's too early for him to even win the title, in my opinion. Because guess what you're going to have to do? It's going to be September, October, November, December, January, February, March. You have 7 months. You have 7 months to make AJ Styles versus Nakamura feel special. So guess what you're going to have to do? You got to do 7 months of TV, as you saw last night on SmackDown. They can't do 7 months of TV. How are you going to make me care about Nakamura being champion for 7 long months? That's your goal, because you can't have Nakamura lose here, and you can't have him lose the title, because guess what? Shinsuke Nakamura should have been facing either A, John Cena here, or Randy Orton. Then that way you go into Clash of Champions. Hell, if you wanted it, you could have Nakamura face against Orton be a 2-month pay-per-view. That way, Survivor Series, you could put him on Team McMahon. That's another pay-per-view. That's 3 pay-per-views right there where you could have had Nakamura have meaning. He's not in the title picture for those 3 months. After Survivor Series is what, people? We're in November. You're 2 months away from the Royal Rumble. You see what I mean? It's not hard, people. So guess what? You got to do 7 months of Shinsuke Nakamura being the champion, making me care, making him look as a great champion, make sure he doesn't have no bullshit-ass storylines. You can't force him down people's throats. You're gonna have your hands tied. Road Dogg and Michael PSAs, you're gonna have your hands tied, man. You're gonna have 7 months to make me care about Nakamura being your champion. And great storytelling. You're gonna have to do it. As you can see right there, I'm going Shinsuke Nakamura. There's no way he can lose to Jinder Mahal. Shinsuke Nakamura lose to Jinder Mahal? Nakamura's gonna beat Jinder Mahal, guys. Now, for the main event of SummerSlam. Guys, let me tell you here, as you can date back, the last 2 SummerSlams, we had Orton versus Lesnar. Did that feel like a main event to you guys? Did it feel like a main event? The year before that, I think John Cena lost to Seth Rollins. That was Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker, I'm correct, right? That felt like a main event, but the finish was bad. The year before that, guys, I think it was Lesnar versus... You see, this is not a Brock Lesnar in the main event. The last three SummerSlams have been Brock Lesnar main events. This, to me, here is the best Brock Lesnar main event we're going to have since Cena versus Lesnar. Because, no offense, I like John Cena, but seeing Cena get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar was fucking pure gold. So, seeing this right here, we're going to have Lesnar, Reigns, Joe, Strowman. This can go either 2 ways, guys. This can be a all-out war, fighting all over all the arena, going through fucking barricades, going through fucking tables, going through freaking Titantrons. Shoot, you can have it go that way. Or you can have it go B. We get 1 table spot. We get rest holes. We get people sleeping outside the ring. We get 1 table spot. We get 1 barricade broken, and that's it. And Lesnar wins by an F5. How I think it's going to go? I think it's going to be freaking chaos. I mean, Vince McMahon, since WrestleMania has given us, have we gotten anything that's feel like this? Like a true main event? No, we haven't. Let's be honest with ourselves. Raw and SmackDown have both been garbage. Vince owes it to the fans to make sure this match is the best match it can be possible. He owes it to the fans. Now, guys, the way we got to this match here is Samoa Joe lost to Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire in it was like a 7-minute match. I think it was a 7-minute match. And Joe feels he deserved a rematch because it was this close to choking out Brock Lesnar. He feels he deserves a rematch. Roman Reigns comes out and says, hey, I took out Braun Strowman. I deserve to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. So Kurt Angle made Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. The following week, the winner gets to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Braun Strowman comes out, ends the match in no DQ. So Roman, Joe, nobody won. Following week on Raw, Kurt Angle said, you know what? All four of you guys are in the ring here. You know, all three of you guys are in the ring here. You know what? Screw it. All three of you guys versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And I was like, you know what, Kurt? That's a pretty damn good idea, Kurt. So the following week on Raw, Brock Lesnar comes out with Paul Heyman saying, as we always would say, Paul Heyman says, because Brock Lesnar did not speak, Paul Heyman said, you know what, Kurt, this is unfair for my client. This is unfair for my client. I believe this is screwing him out. So you know what? If we lose at SummerSlam, we're walking to face John Jones. This don't end there. We're walking. But as you guys all know, if you don't know, I'm spoiling for you guys here. You can click off the video here. Like the video, subscribe before they hear the rumors. You can hear the rumor. The rumor is Brock Lesnar's already on the card for No Mercy. He's already scheduled to fight. So that tells me Brock Lesnar's going to win the match here. I think it's going to be a great match. Whatever they do with Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman or Samoa Joe, whoever does not take the pinfall, I believe will face Brock Lesnar in No Mercy. In my humble opinion, people here, I believe Roman Reigns should take the pinfall here. I know Vince doesn't want he wants to protect his golden boy, but Samoa Joe does not deserve to take the pinfall. You can't have Braun Strowman lose because he's your bunny man right now. Who's going to take the pinfall? Joe just took the pinfall a couple weeks ago on Raw to Roman Reigns. So I believe Roman Reigns should take the pinfall here. So whatever you do with Roman Reigns after that, it's up to you guys. I don't care. Whatever you do, you do. I think Roman Reigns takes the pinfall here. Brock Lesnar wins the belt. Brock Lesnar keeps the belt SummerSlam. He goes on to No Mercy to face Samoa Joe. Joe beats Lesnar. Lesnar takes a couple months off. He comes back at Royal Rumble or, hell, the event before the Royal Rumble, TLC, which I think it is. He can beat Samoa Joe there. Or if you want to, hell, Brock Lesnar does not win the belt back whatsoever the rest of the month. Or the rest of the calendar year at all. So, it's up, whatever you want to do, Vince, whatever you want to do. I'm telling you here, I have Brock Lesnar keep the belt here. Samoa Joe beats him at No Mercy. Joe keeps the belt all the way to WrestleMania and loses to Finn Balor. That's what I would do. I have Lesnar face Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. And whatever you do with Roman Reigns, I don't know what you do with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I don't know. Oh, for example, Roman Reigns faces John Cena. He's a free agent, right? Roman Reigns faces John Cena at WrestleMania. Lesnar faces Strowman at WrestleMania. Finn Balor faces Samoa Joe and gets his rematch he rightfully deserves. So you guys want my rundown, my predictions again for you guys here? Let's go ahead. I have John Cena beating Baron Corbin. Ambrose and Rollins beating Cesaro and Sheamus. Usos beat New Day. Natalya beats Naomi. Sasha Banks beats Alexa Bliss. Shinsuke Nakamura beats Jinder Mahal. Lesnar keeps the belt. AJ beats Kevin Owens. And Rusev beats Randy Orton. And I believe we're missing one more match. What was the last match I'm missing? Am I missing one more? Finn Balor beats Bray Wyatt. Those are my predictions right there, guys, for SummerSlam. I believe NXT is going to be the better show. At worst case, this show will be a 6. At worst case, it'll be a 6. At worst case, this will be a 6 SummerSlam. 6 out of 10 is not bad. NXT is better. They have great storytelling. They have more freedom to do whatever they want to do. This will be a match of the night here. You know what? Match of the night here. It'll be the main event. I think they're going to go balls to the wall. They're going to make you care. This was the main event that you waited for. You got your money's worth. You got your $10.99. You got your $9.99 worth. You're going home happy at the end. That's what I think it's going to be. So, again, guys, down below, give me your predictions for SummerSlam. Give me your predictions for NXT. I'll catch you guys Sunday at 6:30. We will go live for the SummerSlam live reactions. Get my full reactions for the show. You can come join me, join my subscribers, and have a great night. So, if you'd like the video, guys, comment down below. Give me your thoughts on SummerSlam NXT, your predictions. Catch you guys on Sunday. Have a great, safe day. Have a great, safe weekend. See you guys on Sunday. Peace.